because Waystation is the one that he picked. Okay, well, it's going to be Frost anyways. I thought Waystation might be it, because if he gets close spawns, he might be able to hit another timing, and if not, he might just do the island build.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that definitely could have been a possibility. Although I think after today, people are going to be scouting for that a little bit more.
Well, I mean, even if you take the island, though, with Phoenix's without... I'm not like
it's still an okay strat,
not the recall build, but just doing the island and just playing a game like that, I thought might be what he wants. But it looks like he's going to be playing for a late game on Frost instead.
A good map choice. Should give us a strong game from both players. Thing is, you got to remember, Symbol, one of the best Mac reserves in the world.
It all comes down to this last game, ladies and gentlemen. Symbol versus Billowy. One of these two players is going to S, the other to B. I wanted to finish that with something, but like there was nothing else to say. All right, over here to the top right, in the red, former Azubu, former TSL.
Symbol.
A consistent top performing Zerg here in the GSL. A constant.
In the top left, he needs to win one more to be in that Code S.
Billowy.
You would love it to be up there. Lure's been in Code S before, right?
I think once.
Sounds about right.
He, I think he once like cheesed his way through Code A when we had the Code A tournament and got a spot that way. Like I remember him doing like proxy gates in every PvP he played. He put like 3 PvPs in a row and got in or something.
Sick.
It was a long time ago. Like I think that was one of the games I cast from like The Office when we had like 2 Code A casts going on simultaneously. Do you remember that?
I do. Tough times. Well, it is a pool first. Of course, Forge does go down here by Billowy. Going to make him pretty safe against that pool.
Yeah. These positions, not a bad choice. What sort of angle do you think Billowy is going to take on this one? Phoenix is into late game?
This is hard for me to say.
Oh wow, he's just going to counter rush like this.
Oh,
We've seen this before.
Yes, we certainly have.
He just takes the hatch anyway.
And who did we see do this just recently?
I want to say it was SOS.
Was it SOS?
No.
I don't think it was SOS. Because SOS, last time we saw him play...
By the way, like, is it strange to you that...
Where's the other probe?
Okay, he didn't send one.
Well, I guess if he drills his probe through these drones towards the natural, it lives, so...
Well, he didn't.
He's got to drill.
Oh, well.
Oh!
Oh, wow. Traps the drones inside.
Yeah. Now he just needs, well...
Target the Zerglings?
I'm sorry, I'm kind of caught off guard by what I've seen here.
Oh, he just
this was dealt with super well by Symbol.
I was about to say, like, I can't believe he just made the hatchery there. What if he just made it at the third base location instead, then wasted that investment of the Protoss temporarily? But
I thought it was cool how he trapped the drones. And I'm like, oh, whoa, that would kill 4 drones, right? But there's
too many lings.
Obviously, there's way too many lings to actually do that. And now Billowy is in pretty
deep trouble.
Yeah, that was definitely better for Symbol, no question there.
He didn't lose anything, really. He still got his hatch up. He had to make some lings that he didn't want to make that early. And now they're going to go over and scout a little bit.
You know, maybe if he sends another probe, something can be done, but that's even more of a commitment. So
well, usually after that, you see one on the low ground too.
Yeah,
and the lings can't be like on both.
Yeah. I don't know. But I am definitely liking Symbol for this right now. Thing is, it's early.
Very.
Billowy definitely can do some things to make up for that. Symbol, though, going up to 3 bases rather quickly. Not going to be anything Billowy can do about it for now.
Symbol's worker count was suffering a bit for this, it looks like. I mean, you could see that. I just wonder what the follow-up's going to be now. To go Stargate, or does he try to do like a third base and Blinkstalker +2?
Huh. It's a good
With
question.
Forge,
I think it is going to be a Stargate, though. Look at the gas lining up a little bit. Let's see. There it is.
He gets scouted pretty soon here. But yeah, no big surprise.
Well, do you think Phoenix's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But
you know what? You could go Oracle into Void Ray and then go Void Colossus on 3 base. Like, Void Colossus is a pretty solid composition.
Yeah.
And again, you don't really think of Symbol as a Mutaman that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right.
And it's the Mutaman that you especially want to go for Phoenix against.
Yeah.
I still think it is going to be Phoenix, though.
I think so, too.
I like Phoenix a bit better here. As the opener, at least.
Yep, there it is. Phoenix on the way.
Alright, a Sentry as well. Getting those gases, of course, at the natural. I'd imagine a Robo is going to be next, instead of any gateways. Just to make sure he can get his Colossus out very quickly and defend that third base he's going to have to take.
Well, he shows this, robotics, right away. Lair's coming up for Symbol. He's just getting his drone cut up as healthy as he can. See how many spores he makes. So I think that's going to be pretty big regarding how much damage these Phoenixes are going to be able to do. You know, how many kills on the drones, and if you can pick a queen off or not.
Well, those Phoenixes is going to patrol around for now.
He's actually a supply block Symbol, and he's going to kill, if he finds those two to the south, 2 more. Symbol actually goes into 4 overloads. He's really not messing around with that, knowing those 2 are possibly to be found.
Well, that's one easy way to lose a game, is getting supply block too long.
Yeah.
And notice Symbol, of course, one of these Zergs, like Hyun, that just does not screw around at all against Phoenix openers. Sorry, you killed Overlords that are out there, but oh my god. Okay, so this is going to be like a 7-gate +1 attack, following up Phoenix Harassment, which is supposed to supply block you as much as possible and force you into the illusion of safety, because normally you see them and you make a lot of drones.
Yeah, you see them, you make a lot of drones because you know you're going to lose some, and you're just like, okay, you're killing some of my drones, to replace those, but you have a very small army.
If you can't figure out that this is coming, this is a super powerful build.
He's sending an Overseer, though. Oh, he needs to actually go send an Overseer to find out.
Dude, he's making an Infestation Pit. I am not feeling too good about this.
He's going to maybe try to pick off the Overseer to stop a scout. No, he just
And look at this. He's going for a Warp Prism as well.
Yeah,
like, that was literally the purpose of the Robo, was to be able to start the attack so suddenly.
Oh, this is going to get scouted, though. If he actually killed that Overseer, this would have been so bad for Symbol. But it's en route now to see this.
Well, let's see.
But it looks like a Zealot drop, and then he's still not going to know exactly what is really coming his way. So this still could even also be seen as bad for Symbol. But he continues to send that Overseer towards the main base, and if he sees all those gateways, he might have enough time to prepare for this.
Well, these spores are actually going to come up right now. It's going to help keep those Phoenixes away a little bit. And here we go. That is a lot of Zealots being made.
A ton of Zealots here.
If he takes the battle over towards the ramp, the Phoenixes can't help out.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what these are for.
The Spore Crawlers are so awesome for this, and it also means the Warp Prism can't be used near the ramp either.
Yeah.
Stop Micro on the drones, and he's losing a lot of Zealots here.
Yeah, he certainly is, but you know what? A lot of damage still being done to Symbol. These Phoenixes fly down, pick up anything they can at this point, but that is a lot of Roaches, and he is going to be able to take out these Zealots, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he's totally fine here. He's just going to have to kite these Zealots, and he's not doing enough damage with them. The drones are even like already going back to the middle line. That might be a bit just too soon.
Really super solid defenses this game by Symbol. That's really what has happened here. But you know what? He's getting a lot of drones now.
Yeah, I think he should have waited a bit longer to send those back over.
Yeah, he should have, but does that actually matter? Because if you look at this right now...
Not anymore, no.
Yeah, Billowy is on 40 probes this entire time. Like, he just started them again.
He's being stopped at his Robo with that Overseer. Another Queen may get picked off here. No, because he flew his Phoenixes away, but... I mean, 60 to 42 probes is high tech on the map. That's a hive there on the main base.
Yeah, that's 2 base. He has nothing going on for him. He's actually adding 2 Stargates and starting Void Rays. Now, against someone that's making a Hydra plus Viper, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Void Rays is not the way to beat this.
But does he have time to get Colossi? And even Colossi in small numbers against Vipers aren't going to be the answer. What else can he do?
On 2
Psystorm?
bases, like, the thing is, what he did there was an all-in.
Yep.
He stopped on 40 probes. Not 48 probes or something like that. 40 probes. And he just went for it. Like, balls to the wall, let's get this done. Didn't work out.
I was really surprised that he did it like that. I thought he was going to attack by ground with the gates.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit different.
I thought it was going to be like a Zealot
and stuff.
Zealot attack to distract the Zerg into the main base, and then he does a big attack by ground, and he just completely committed there. The Spore Crawlers there were to make sure something like this didn't happen at his ramp where he could get force fielded out. And then also it helps against the Phoenixes. So really nice spores there.
It was great defense.
Void Rays are... Void Rays are going to be okay at a defense against this, but the problem is that they're not going to last. With no third base to support them, all the Void Rays he loses, he cannot replace.
Well, one of the problems as well is that Void Rays want to fight in a clump. You were saying the other day quite well, I thought, that they stack. So there's a lot of DPS from a little area that comes out of Void Rays. But as soon as you bring these Vipers into the mix, that's no longer true because you pull out a couple Void Rays first, and then suddenly you've gotten a couple free kills, and then over time that really adds up.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a lot of Voids, but he doesn't have
enough yet.
He doesn't have any Stalkers to support them. It's just Zealots underneath, and they just get yanked in. All of them. One more doesn't get yanked, but he's just going to fly it in anyways.
Well, just killing these Void Rays is almost the game.
It's enough because of the Roaches. GG.
In fact, it is the game. And that means that Symbol goes back to Code S. Wow, I'm actually really happy about that.
That was definitely, he was the better player in the series.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would say, even though Billy's been doing well recently, you can't match up to what Symbol's done. Very few players can. This guy is actually, like, super Code S material. He's one of the players that has done better overall in streaks than anyone. Like, he's so solid. It's so nice to have him back in Code S, especially since he has no team right now.
I like what you said earlier about how almost nobody can beat Symbol when he's on his best day.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's certainly true. And that means, as a character in Code S, he's definitely somebody that can make a group interesting by himself.
Yeah. Oh, certainly. I'm really hoping that he practices hard and really gets in the rhythm, because Symbol on fire is going to kill just about everybody.
Yeah, so let's take a look at our results today so you guys can see exactly how we got to this point and see which two players advanced. There it is. Billowy took a 2-1 lead over Symbol. To start things off, Trap was able to beat Hitman and then, of course, take a 2-0 in a PvP to advance to Code S first. Symbol takes a 2-0 win over Hitman, and then in the rematch, it's not Billowy who takes it. And of course, we're going to take a look at Group L, our evening games, so you guys can see who's playing. It's going to be a really good group, actually, with Myungshik versus Fantasy to start things off, a PvT.
So sick. And Leenock, of course. We all love Leenock. Emotion, someone that you don't really know as much, that's for sure.
Yeah.
See how well he can do.
I'd like to see how he plays it out. Because this is a tough group of 3 very talented players, 2 insanely famous players who have a lot of experience, and then a good, stronger up-and-coming Prost than he is. So if he's got some really solid builds prepared, I think he
definitely has
a good
potential
showing.
to get out of here. Myungsik in the past has beaten very top-end players. He's been very innovative with his strategies and very strong as well, both against Terran and against Zerg. So I'm excited about that.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our Group K. We're going to take about an hour-and-a-half break before we go into that final group to find out the last 2 players that will be going to Code S. So we'll see you guys then.